What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living or its affiliates, all right? Hey, man, we got a show today. Today is our Friday, and we just want to ask the question, why? Why do we set ourselves up for failure? I know we don't mean to, but, you know, a lot of us do. We scare ourselves into failing, and we want to get into that. And also we want to talk to the CEO of Life, Miss Rachel Gary, so she can give us some CEO. It's not a chicken McNugget, it's a whole meal. What up?
I hear you. Our sister.
Man.
Yeah, I was outside today messing around at the Jansen yard, but I'm like,
yeah.
Anyway, I heard the question. And you know, a lot of people ask that question, man. I mean, setting yourself up for failure. If, you know, it's that put that if.
That word if. That's a killer. That's a killer, man. If.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Doubts will hang you up, bro. And put that fear, you know, when you say, well, I might, just go do it.
Just do it. Be Nike. What up, Chris?
What's going down, yo?
You, bro.
Man, know you had to get in on that on this conversation, bro, because we got to tell them that I can say that if we giving you advice on what not to do as far as setting yourself up for failure, you can listen to this advice, okay? The relationship advice, listen to those two. All right? Don't listen to me. All right, but for the setting yourself up for failure, come on, man.
But you know, the crazy part about it is sometimes people don't know they setting themselves up for failure.
True that.
They think that's the avenue or the lane they need to go to get where they need to get to.
And it's I'm gonna tell you, man, it's happened to me before. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it happened to all of us.
But we gotta do different. Okay, so I was looking some stuff up, and it says, you know, what are some of the factors that contribute to setting yourself up for failure? They say perfectionism. You want perfectionistic tendencies. That can lead to setting impossible high standards. Am I dark right now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's because I went somewhere else. My bad. Let me come back. But that's I think that's one major one, really big one, man. Because when I call it the overachiever syndrome. You know what I'm saying? You want to do so much. You want to be an overachiever, but you ain't got shit to do to make you an overachiever. You know what I'm saying? You faking it till you make it. I call it like that, you know, and you still never make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You still never make it.
But that goes back to what I said earlier. A lot of people don't know that they're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a perfect example of moving and shaking like you're doing something, but ain't doing nothing. Our president, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my whole thing with this dude is that he shake it, you know, like you said, fake it till you make it.
I mean, I only thing I can say about him is that some of the stuff he did, I can agree with.
I mean, I'm good. I mean, I'm not never, but you know, some of the things that he does to exact revenge and you know and all that stuff. That's the stuff I don't dig. I mean,
Right.
we're not in the 10th grade no more. You know, you a whole almost 80 years old. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
A
saying?
whole almost.
Huh?
You said a whole almost 80.
Yeah, and you know, you acting like you're 10. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that just a turn off for me. The biggest part.
Right.
Well, I mean, again, so how do we stop it? How do we stop people like that from coming? Number one, people like that will allow us. They want us to be. They want us to fail. All right. And I think that if we, one way that I think is to come together, like we always talk about all the time. We come together and share ideas and get with like-minded people.
Sense, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get with
I
like-minded
feel it.
people. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I feel it, bro. I mean, that's what you can do, but still, even doing that is still sometimes unachievable.
Now, some people have the fear of success.
You know,
The prospect of success can be intimidating.
Oh
Right?
yeah, no doubt.
How many of us have done that, man? It's like, I want to get this done. I want to make it a success, but damn, what's going to happen if? There go that if again. What's going to happen if I make it there, though?
right.
You got to give yourself a chance. So go ahead, Mo. You were saying something?
You'd be surprised at how many people are scared of being successful. You know? You'll be surprised at how many people just freeze because once they get the success, they gonna, get there and fail so horribly and be embarrassed. But the one thing about people that are successful, they fail a few times, not one, not two times. They fail a few times. But the difference between a person that's successful and a person that's not successful is the one that's not successful gives up.
And see, we got so many examples of how it's done wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for the life of me,
Oh God,
I got to bring this up, Chris. I got to bring this up. For the life of me, if I'm out there, I'm making $1 billion. You ain't gonna never see my name in nothing negative. All right. So you want to talk about setting ourselves up for failure? Get that money, get the fame, and then do something stupid.
But you gotta realize the people that got that type of money believe that they untouchable too. Like when we talk about the root of money is the root of all evil. Money gives you that power that a lot of these billionaires are living off of. Yeah. Your Elons, your Donalds, your Zuckerbergs, all of them. They living off that money, bro.
Yeah.
If they was in the regular people tax bracket, they'd be getting beat up every day.
Getting beat up or kill themselves, one of the two.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of most of the people that make that money, they out there doing crazy stuff, saying crazy stuff because they can clear it up because they got the money.
Well, but I think I was listening to Earthquake. And, he was talking about that very thing. Being famous, and you're out there, and you're playing Russian roulette with your piece.
Yeah.
And you get that one. When you start coming up and getting it, you get that one that you just he like put his hand on a leg or something like that, and she tried to holler assault and get paid.
Well, that's not even with billionaires. Thousandaires go through that.
Yeah.
Hundredaires.
100,000aires go through that. That's my reason. That's my reason for not liking groupies.
I
hate me a groupie, bro. I just hate it with a passion. Man. Show me one inkling of you being a groupie, I'm gone. I'm exiting the stage left.
And it's not hard to spot either. Okay, you're not gonna bring me down with your groupiness. All right. Byron
Exactly.
says, "Fear of success is common in both business and personal relationships." And yeah, we're not just talking about personal relationships. We're talking about business as well. Do you guys think that? Go ahead, Mom.
I'm just curious to ask how hard it would be for us to have our own thing. You know, a lot of people say, a lot of folks always talking about, well, why you want your own thing? The reason why we got our own schools and, our own stuff is because you won't let us in your stuff. You know what I mean? To go to school.
But the crazy part about that, Mo? What else, dude?
What's up,
the
Chris?
crazy part about that is this, bro. We won't be able to succeed until we truly know our history, bro.
Right. That is true.
We will not succeed until we truly know our history. We can fake it till we talking about faking it till you make it. We can fake it till we make it just so far, bro. Until we really learn about us and what we did and how we did it and what we were doing before we even got here, what we were doing when we were already here, what we were doing over in Japan, China, Europe,
hell, here.
everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Once we get that in our mind and get our understanding of that, we're not going to succeed until that happens. And we're not going to see it. And we're not going to see it in our lifetime.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. Hey man, real quick. Go ahead, Mom.
Now, I just hope. I was hoping myself for a spot, a place of our own, so we don't have to worry about all this stuff as far as racism and all this other stuff is concerned. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, I had one white guy asked me before. He said, "So what is it like to be black?" For real, being honest and straight. I said, man, if you had the stuff when I walk out the door tomorrow, your head explode. That's all I could say.
Hey, man, look, this is the last thing I'm going to say, G, then we can go to the next topic. The best thing that I ever heard before is a joke that Bernie Mac did about racism. He said, if your name is on the list, you're going into heaven. So they said the first man came up to the door, they let him right in. The next man came up to the door, they let him right in. They said the black man came up to the door, they said, hold on, your name not on this list. It's like there's only two ways you can get in the list. That you got to go down the road, you got to talk to God, and you got to ask him a question that he can't answer. He went down there, he talked to God, and he asked him. And the God, with the question that he whispered in his ear, God looked to the left, looked up, looked down, is like, open the gates, let him in. He said once he got through the gates, they's like, what did you ask him? He's like, when will black people ever get along?
Whoa.
That was like one of the realest stories I ever heard before in my life. I was like, that's crazy, bro.
I hear it. That is crazy. Hey man, but I'm gonna tell you, one person that ain't failing right now is Mr. Bobby Peoples, man. Shout out, man, because tonight, y'all know what's happening, right?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be the premiere, man, of his movie, or one of his movies, I should say.
He gonna have to tell us the dude name with the side eye.
I know.
Yeah.
Find it. Well, you know what? He'll probably be in the panel tonight. So
hey, man, make sure you send me that link. I'm gonna get on it once we get off here.
Well, here we go. The name of the movie is called He'll Never Let Go. Okay, when the lines between love and madness blur. All right, starring who is that? Cecilia McLaren, Lem Collins, and Stephanie Payne. That's probably Lem right there. He look like a Lem, don't he?
He looks like DJ White from the Celtics.
He sure does. He sure does. That might be him anyway.
That's funny.
But that's tonight, okay? Look, man, I think all you got to do to get on, man, is go to Bobby Peoples' page, all right?
Okay.
Bobby M. Peoples. Go to his page, and everything's going to be ready for y'all to log in. I'm going to let that stream for a while. Everything's going to be ready. Just punch the button, press the button, log in, and we good to go. You know, we're gonna be part of history tonight. He'll never let go. And Bobby, he's watching right now. So shout out to you, Bobby. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to
shout out to you, Bobby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, are we programmed to fail?
Yep.
And I was reading something. Why do I self-sabotage my own success? It says because we've been programmed to fail. Someone or more than one someone didn't have faith in you in the distant past and subtly, overtly let you know that they didn't have faith in you. All right. You loved and respected them, or you can put them on a pedestal. You looked up to them and they did a number on you.
Well, you know, I always thought, just like in the old school, this old school day, you know, your parents was responsible for your, you know, success. That's what I always thought, you know, because ain't nobody, I'm gonna tell you something. If you do something your mama told you to do and you did it correctly and, you know, did it good, she gonna pump you up, your daddy gonna pump you up, auntie she gonna let everybody know. That's part of the system of putting your mind into a positive spot.
Mm.
So
yeah, but you know, one thing, Mo, is that we look for gratification from people, and when we don't get it from them, you know what I'm saying, we feel some type of way about it. I always reflect back to the story that Greg used to always tell about his pops, that he didn't know how much he was following him around because he never told him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he didn't find out until he wasn't here anymore. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't able to have that father-son conversation about, yo, dad, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing. And his dad replied, yo, I'm proud of you. I'm glad to see you doing what you always dreamed about doing and all of that. Like stuff like that can hinder someone when they don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't hinder G. At least it's showingly it didn't hinder G. We don't know what happened behind closed doors, but knowing G, you know what I'm saying? G like me, I'll be like, I dwell on it for 10 minutes and then I'm on to the next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we set up for failure all the time, bro, because that key word they won't let us do it. That they word, I hate when people say that word. I'm like, well, who is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like they won't let us do it, and that it never works towards us. Well, towards me anyway.
I'm gonna tell you, Chris, and you know, my first like really I knew I was doing something. My dad was church going, you know, church, Monday through Friday kind of cat. And once he found out I was DJing live and I got a club, he actually showed up one night. And I was like, right, that blew my mind. You know, he ain't going no club, but his son's that DJ. And you know, he told me, said, "Well, you sound good." You know, he was talking about how everything was going. He said, "You need to do this." In East Chicago, I'll never forget that. He walked in the club, I was DJing. And I was like, "Boy." And think about it, Mo, you had to start shifting gears, you know. Oh, daddy's in here, you know.
Hey, Mo, you weren't DJing at the Derby, was you?
No, man. I actually do that. No, it was on Broadway and then right around the corner hot spot.
I think
I knew that DJ.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, man. I mean, we look for gratification from the people that we look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, like parents, you know what I'm saying, mentors, things
big
like
brothers.
that. Yep.
I'm in the vein of I can show you better than I can tell you. You know,
right?
I like actions. You know what I'm saying? I like to create actions. A lot of the actions that I made in the past were unfortunately based on reactions. You know, just emotions, I should say. But once I started getting the emotions out of it, man, I started seeing, you know, if I can have a clear mind, I can think correctly, and I can ascertain who's in my corner and who's not in my corner, then I can go forward, and I'm not going to limit myself. So you can't be afraid. You gotta keep pushing. You cannot be afraid. Take these opportunities too. There's a lot of opportunities that are out there that people do not take. And at the end of the day, they're, man, I should have did this. Man, I should have did that. Come on now. Come on now. If you can't be afraid. Everything is not going to work at the same time. It's not going to work all the time.
Yeah. The one of the gems that Clarence Avon gave me, he was like, what you takes the E standing for everybody out of motion. That's when your motion starts. When you take everybody out of your motion and just go on and do what you need to do, that's when the motion begins. Everybody can't go with you when you in motion.
and Avon is a good source to listen to, as well as and Chris, you know him well, Mr. George Daniels. All right.
And
This dude told me
Uncle
when my music video show was on top, he
Mm-hmm.
looked at me and he told me, you ain't shit.
Mm.
I'm like, excuse me? He said, no,
Right.
you ain't shit. He said, I can tell you full of yourself. He said, you got to get over yourself. He said, when you get over yourself, you're going to be great. He said, and then he told me to interview him, which is what I did. I did an interview with him, and sitting there listening to this man, dude, I'm like, damn, I ain't shit. You know, he's right. You know, and I changed a whole lot of the way that I thought from listening to that man. Another way that I changed too was my brother. I ain't gonna name his name, but my brother, a brilliant guy, fantastic businessman. Okay, watching him growing up, doing what he does, and then working with him and seeing just how things should go, changed everything about my perception in business as well. Okay, now unfortunately we don't talk that much anymore, but you know, I got what I could, and you know, I thank him for that. Brian said basically, if there's no guts, there's no glory. And he did make a comment here. There are some parents who are jealous of their own children. That's out there. That's real.
Definitely.
That
Yeah.
is real. Yeah, you don't have to be quiet, Stephen. You know, we talk on this show.
Oh no, I ain't quiet. I'm just soaking up knowledge.
Yeah, you got knowledge too, bro. You know, you've
I
done
ain't
a
quiet.
lot. You've done a lot yourself in the short time that you've been here. You're the baby of the group right now. But
That's all right. We all old then.
the same, man. This injury stuff is killing me, man. But I'm you know, we got to keep. I'm not gonna set myself up to fail. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. We got to do it, okay? Because that's the real. Anyway, getting back to Bobby real quick. I know we jumping all over the place. Okay, he said that we're gonna play together. We're gonna react in real time. We're gonna discuss all the twists and turns. Don't miss this chance to watch, chat, and have fun with fellow fans. We gotta be there, y'all. And Chris, I know you're probably busy, real busy, man.
Yeah,
But,
I'm gonna definitely try to make it on, bro. I got a conference call once we get off of this.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try to make it on.
Yeah.
Well, you gonna be there, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I hope Gina's watching and she could. Matter of fact, I might just send it to her so her and her husband can sit up there butt ass naked in that tree in Canada and watch the show.
They still in Canada?
I don't know where they at, man. I think she's supposed to come home today. I'm sorry.
And I hope they make it over that border.
Like I said, I don't know. Okay, she might want to
be a
take
night
a
train going up there from the G.
Hey, man, she might want to take a ride over there to Drake's house and ask Drake how he can get back.
I'm getting a big truck. Pull up to the gate, say, "Hey, where Gina at?"
Drake wouldn't even let her in, man. She'd be at the gate. Who is it? It's Gina, Distinguished Authors Guild. And that's all right, Gina. We on your side, okay? You bigger than Drake. You bigger than Drake. He just got a big house. That's all. But oh man. But again, and see, Drake sets himself up for failure too. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? You went up against Kendrick Lamar.
Man.
All right. You were supposed to win that.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I was gonna say, why was he supposed to win that?
No, he wasn't.
Kendrick
I knew once it started, he wasn't gonna win.
Is that right?
Never. I mean, no.
And I'm gonna tell you the main reason why he wasn't gonna win. See, the difference between Drake and Kendrick is Drake has to go. Now, don't get me wrong. Drake can write his own lyrics. He can do that, but he has to have a collection of people to go in and write and give him ideas to write if he does write or write the reference tracks for him. Kendrick don't have to do that.
That's terrible.
Kendrick comes from the battle rap culture. Drake doesn't.
He's a lyricist.
Kendrick comes from the hip hop culture. Drake don't. He's not from that culture. That's why U.S. hip hop and Canada hip hop are two different types of music.
But you know that Kendrick didn't really want to do it.
He didn't. I mean, they've been throwing jabs for before 2024. They've been throwing jabs for at least 13, 14 years at each other.
Yeah, they've been throwing jabs a long time.
But see,
they started jumping out to Eminem and 50 with whoever the hell Eminem had that beef with.
Well, they was throwing jabs at each other back. So the way it started was, y'all remember when Beyonce dropped that House album?
Yeah.
Drake heard it and dropped the album 2 weeks before her album dropped. She had a song with Drake that was supposed to go on her album, and Drake didn't release it. So she did a remix with Kendrick. And Kendrick got on there and said some bars about Drake on the song. And that's how the beef really got started. So it went from that to the BT freestyle to the control verse, all of that.
And that is how, ladies and gentlemen, you set yourself up for failure on a big one.
That was a setup for failure for sure. Because his people should have told him, nah, bro, you don't want them problems.
This ain't the one. This ain't the one. But he set himself up for failure. Huge.
And you know what really set him up for failure? When he did that AI Tupac Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah, that was not. That
wasn't it. That was stupid. That's whoever told him to do that need to be fired ASAP.
Bad people around him right there.
Yeah.
And so thus when being that he set himself up for failure, you don't hear him much no more. Drake used to just be. I mean, every time you turned on the TV, the water, the car, you heard Drake.
I've never been a Drake fan, bro.
Never
out of the songs he got that play on the radio or play in the club, I couldn't tell you a Drake song.
You don't like Aubrey?
Nah, bro, I ain't never been an Aubrey friend.
Well, I got a question since we're talking about setting up for failure. I don't know if this was spoke on before I came on.
Mm-hmm.
What about LeBron on the Pat McAfee show?
That wasn't really a setup for failure, but the only reason he talked about what he talked about, like he said, and Stephen A is my guy. That's my guy tenfold. People hate Stephen A. Like, I've had conversations with Stephen A and everything. That's my guy tenfold. But like he said, man, Stephen A is going on his Taylor Swift tour right now. He's talking about it way too much right now, bro. Way too.
And you can set yourself up for failure by talking about over-talking too, overstating. Stop.
Way too much. He should have let it go. Yeah, he been talking about it. It happened 2 weeks. Well, LeBron been on a 2-week injury.
It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, probably. Let it go, bro.
Let it go, please. Stop. Come on, man.
I think LeBron did something that was out of the box of him. Because if you listen to the interview in general, if you listen to the interview and the stuff he was saying, got to talking about Wemby and stuff, I think he just stepped out of you too far in the game to step out of your character.
Well,
and I think he did that.
Well, you got to look at it this way too, Steven. I mean, when people talk about LeBron that's not NBA players, he don't say nothing at all. He had to say something this time because Stephen A is top of the food chain.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So the thing that I don't like about what LeBron did was, and I say this, and I've been saying this since it happened, Stephen A never really said anything bad about Bronny. He just said he wasn't ready yet.
He has never said anything bad about Bronny. Not high school, not college. No, never.
Yeah, but he was just like he wasn't ready yet.
Right. But when you're put in that position, and like they said, LeBron set himself up for this.
Mm-hmm.
When you got the Lakers to draft him, just like on Christmas, he should have been in Orlando with the G Leagues for the tournament. But for Christmas, LeBron wanted his son to play at Madison Square Garden with him.
Yeah.
So when you put yourself in that position or in that fishbowl, you have to deal with it.
But this is one thing I can say about that whole situation. It's two things. You either setting yourself up for failure or you're setting yourself up for success. And I always told people, only thing Bronny need is reps. If he get reps, he gonna play. He gonna play in the NBA because the NBA is not like what it used to be in the 80s and the 90s. It's not the same thing. They not tough. They not. It's not even that they weak. It's just
the shorts are bigger.
The NBA is designed now for offensive players to score. It's pretty much like the NFL.
The standard of the game has lowered.
Not even the standard. It's just the rules. Like you can't hand check. You can't get up in them. You can't do none of that now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, you were able to hand check. Like people always said, Derek Harper, that played for Dallas, played for the Knicks.
Yeah. Oh,
he was able to guide you wherever he wanted you to go because he was able to put that hand on you.
He was good at it. Good at it.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, yeah. So when it comes to today's NBA, yes, LeBron can play in today's NBA. Will he start off by being great? No, he won't. But you see how better he's becoming after getting G League reps. Came up to the league where his father was sitting on the sideline, scored 17. They lost, but he scored 17. Then he went back down to the G League the very next game and scored 39.
Well, everybody was on the sideline. Don't just say his daddy, Luka. Everybody was on the sideline. He was supposed to score 17.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't supposed to score 17.
Everybody was on the sideline. They was go give him the ball.
But the thing is this though, he wasn't supposed to score 17 because Giannis was still on the court. You know what I'm saying? The big people that paid for Milwaukee was still on the court. He wasn't supposed to score 17.
He should have let him stay in school.
Nah, he did the right thing. I can't say he didn't do the right thing because only thing Bronny needs is reps.
I would have liked to see him and Bryce playing together.
It's gonna happen in the NBA. It's gonna happen in the NBA.
We got to get to the CEO moment, y'all.
Yeah, okay.
CEO moment. Okay, that's Sports Center, y'all.
That's funny.
Now we got to get to some more stuff. Okay, not cutting y'all off like that because we got to have a conversation one day on sports. Period, man. And let's get it in, all right? Because I know a little bit about some things in sports too, so we're gonna get that. But man, you know what? We're talking about setting yourselves up for failure, and we want to get some answers from the CEO of life. Everybody say hello to Rachel Gary.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
All right.
A whole lot of testosterone going on here, you know.
That's all right.
You know, but Rachel is she's a radio host. She's a motivational speaker, inspirational coach, and she's a CEO of life. Rachel, we posed a question today. Why do we set ourselves up for failure? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Most definitely. But first, I want to before I dive into the question of the day, I want to first pay homage to the radio inductees that I am with today. Always, and I feel very privileged to share the stage with the Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to share my small glimpse in you guys' wide and long-lasting careers. Thank you guys again for that.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So to answer the question of setting yourself up to fail, I would say the biggest thing is that we don't look at the end goal. What is the end intention for people who don't use goals? What is the end thing that you're looking to accomplish?
Mm-hmm.
That is how you set yourself up for success. Knowing what the end is and reverse engineering it backwards. Because I think that what we do, we all say we just get started doing something without thinking about what is the finish line. And it's funny that you asked this question today, Greg. I was having a conversation with one of my mentees today, and the question, what we were talking about is how they were setting themselves up to fail. Very similar. They said, well, I said, what is your why? Why do you want more money? Why do you want to get rid of your credit card debt? I think debt is bad. And I said, but what is your ultimate goal?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't think of the why we want any of these things, it makes it so difficult to just align ourselves with our target.
Okay.
And then the second piece of that is, since I'm talking to very successful people, have you guys thought about something that you wanted, and you're like, I want, we'll just say a new BMW. And have you noticed that when you set your mind to that activities and things will start coming your way that move you closer to that thing, to that item that you want?
Yes, absolutely.
And that's where that's the success piece. When you set your mind to doing something, things will come your way.
That's what's up. I think, and I agree with that, because it's sort of what is it? The positive thinking. If you're always thinking negative, you're gonna get negative results. If you think positive, you get positive results. And I think that form of thought is really what's missing in a lot of people's lives. You know, they got these key words: if, maybe,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Ourselves a way out. We give out that's giving ourselves a way out.
Yeah. We don't need that. Go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah, we don't need to be defeating ourselves before we even see it coming. Okay. So in your eye, Rachel, what do you think are the building blocks to avert setting ourselves up for failure?
I would say I have something in my course I call the four pillars of self. And it's really designed to, one, limiting beliefs. So it goes self-discipline, self-esteem, being self-care, and being self-aware. And just to what you just said just then, how we talk to ourselves matters.
Mm-hmm.
The negative, when we have negative results, we're thinking negatively. If you tell yourself, I don't want, your mind does not see the don't. The more you talk about the more you think about what you don't want, more you see what you don't want, then that is what you're going to attract.
Mm-hmm.
Like my daily affirmation, I say this so people can understand how I talk to myself matters. It matters. My daily affirmation starts off: I live a life of abundance. All my needs are met. Money flows to me easily. And if you heard the statement, none of those statements were asking for anything. I'm speaking to myself as if I have it, which means I'm not leaving room for I don't. Right. I don't want, or I want something. Like I say, I'm speaking to myself in that way.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do, man. Angelina Ayala Gary says, focus on exactly what it is you want. Determination and due diligence is the key.
Absolutely, Angela.
Positive mind, positive outcome. Dr. Shana Gordine says, facts. It does matter. Yeah, I mean, all of those are great comments. Thank you, guys. I like what Angelina did say, though. Focus on exactly what it is you want. Determination and due diligence. Consistency, you're going to add consistency on there, right? Because for whatever you're doing, if it's a positive move, you have to be consistent with that move.
Correct.
You got to keep it moving all the time, but be consistent with it.
We have to remember that there's a difference between checkers and chess for a purpose.
Right.
When we're playing chess, you're being strategic with yourself. I have three major outcomes that I'm looking for in the year 2025. Last week I spoke on that I'm looking to sell 5,000 books. That is what I'm looking to do in 2025. So what I did was on my intention board, it says 5,000 books. That's my ultimate goal for the year. Now, what I did from there is reverse engineer. How do you start selling 5,000 books? What do you need to do? And so remember, you're not going to have all of the steps. You're just not. Because if you had all the steps, you already have the 5,000 books.
You'd be there already.
You'll be there already. So you have to, you're going to develop along the way to get those things. Now, what I will say, I put on my board 5,000 books since that date. So I didn't say I want to sell 5,000 books. I said on my board it says I will have 5,000 books in 2025. 2025, 5,000 books will reach the hands of the people that need it. That's what it says on my board. And what that started happening after that is that people in different cities and states, started reaching out, asking about fairs, festivals, book signings, and things of that nature. Because, as I said, you plant those seeds here, and when those opportunities come your way, you already like, oh, wow, this aligned. And a lot of us think that that's coincidence, but it's not. We're putting our information into the universe. But we have to talk to ourselves in that way. You got to talk. We can't speak in lack.
Speak it into existence. Dr. Shana Gordine said there are 3 C's: confidence, consistency, and courage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I 1,000% believe all 3 of those. And I want to say the courage. I want to speak on that piece of you on my doctor. Courage does not mean that you're not scared. If you can't have courage if you didn't have fear. Courage and fear are on the same spectrums. So they're part of the same thing. They're both our thought process. You have courage and fear. They're the same kind of feelings. They're emotions. So you have to use. So to have courage, you must overcome the fear. So at the end of the day, absolutely, you have to have courage. Consistency, absolutely. But if you consistently, I want to say this to the consistency. If you consistently moving in the wrong direction, you're not going to get anywhere closer. You're not going to get any closer to what you're looking for.
Gotta have a direction and a purpose. You're right.
Right. And you have to have this is the part that a lot of people miss. You have to take the opportunity to assess if what you're doing is working. And when it's not working, have that executive CEO decision on I need to pivot. So that's the piece that we get lost in because we're determined. Like I'm determined to get 5,000 books in someone's hand. But with that determination, you gotta work with that.
You gotta work with it. Yeah. Angelina says, always say, I can. And you most definitely will. Have faith in yourself. Go ahead,
1,000%, Angie. 1,000%.
I like that.
1,000%.
I like that. So again, we're talking with leadership coach and author and radio personality. You left that off of there. I guess there wasn't enough room on there.
I mean, this is not a resume. At the end of the day, I want to let everyone know that as a leadership coach, I believe in inspiration. Inspiration is external, motivation is internal. I'm having a conversation. We're hoping one of these gems ignites the fire in you to start growing, developing, being the best version of yourself. That's what the CEO is about, being clear, empowered, and owning.
That's why we asked you to come on so we can get these nuggets, man. Needed them, not no chicken McNuggets and CEO nuggets, so we can get on with our life. All right.
Absolutely.
Yes, and make sure everything's good, man. But yeah, I guess within the whole conversation that we've had and up to our conversation with Rachel, we asked the question, why do we set ourselves up for failure? And I guess, Rachel, we said, I think we started off with fear. Is fear really a catalyst for that?
Well, to set yourself fear is, to me, is fake evidence appearing real.
Okay.
We are afraid of something that has not happened. We're afraid of something that we made up in our mind. And fear can paralyze you. I don't discount fear, but you move forward anyway with the courage. You move forward with the thoughts that you can make it happen. Don't doubt yourself before you even start. And when you fail, we're going to fail. Failure is not a stop. It's a roll. It's a stumbling block. You get up, you move over it. We're going to fail. Fail quickly, fail often, which means that you have the courage to continue moving forward.
See, that's what Chris was talking about earlier.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of failure. Failure, like you said, it's just a block. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, you can't be afraid of failure. You know what I'm saying? Because being afraid of failure is just doubting oneself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, like, anything you do in life, and it's not just projects, it's just period. You have to study. You got to have a feasibility study. You have to, because it puts you in the position to know what to do and what not to do, instead of running out there like a chicken head with running off like a chicken with your head cut off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because it goes to today. Today I was in Home Depot, and I'm finally finished with my project. Thank God. So I was in there getting the final touches, and a young man was in there talking about he needed to get an LLC. And he was like, okay, what do I need to do? So he was talking to another gentleman, and the guy was giving him all the wrong information. And normally, I'm one of these people who, if I can help, I do. So I asked the gentleman, I said, do you mind if I just inject just one piece? And he's like, yeah. He said, yeah, he wants to go and do this and this. I said, LLCs are good, but you want to make sure that you utilize the people who get paid to do them, because there's certain information that if you don't have a succession plan in place, an LLC can be caught up in probation. You can we don't like to think of that we're not going to be here forever.
Right.
We don't want to like to think of that when we start off an endeavor, but that goes to you thinking with the end in mind. When you think of at the end in mind, you're thinking of what can happen and how do I safeguard it so my loved ones are still supported upon and if I go first. So I just advised, I gave him a lawyer's number. I said, the gentleman is very reasonable and he will steer you in the right direction. Yes, you can get it on something Zoom. They were talking about doing it on LegalZoom. Yes, LegalZoom will do it for you. It's $339. But I say this, I have a friend that just recently passed away, and his family right now, he has $150,000 in the bank that they can't touch.
Wow.
And this is his wife. His wife cannot touch it because in an LLC, who owns the LLC? Who owns the money in the bank, guys?
The bank.
No,
his business owns the money in the bank.
Yeah, but
Not
also,
him.
yeah,
So
that's true. But also with it is that it's the proprietorship. So if you're a sole proprietor on your LLC, no one else can get to it. Right. But if you have managing partners on your LLC, it can be get into. So he was probably a sole proprietor on his business, didn't have anything with his wife's name on it or family name on it, right. And they can't touch it. They got to go through the courts and do all of that stuff to even see. So he had multiple members. So he had two business partners, which were his brothers that preceded him in death. Wow.
So at this point in time, his wife, who needs the money, cannot get it. She has to go through probate, and he has a will. He has a will and all those things, but the money from the business belongs to the business, not to him.
Okay. Right. And now we have to go deeper into it. So if he would have had his affairs set up the right way, correct, with the trust, with all of that, then the family will be set up straight.
Yeah. There's also a thing called a succession plan with an LLC. I have it for mine. My JTDKP Enterprises, the serve for I'm Possible. This is my kid's brand. I am I'm the president of the company, and each of them have a percentage of the company. The extra layer to that was that I have a succession plan. That even upon my death, my kids cannot dissolve the company.
Okay.
So because I'm looking to build a legacy. This is not about them being taken care of right now. This is about them being taken care of long term. So it has on that, it has a plan where they get a certain amount of money on my birthday every year.
That's what's up.
So upon my death, my business is liquidated. The business is liquidated up to 10% of my 10% of the business is liquidated into the SP 500. The SP 500, that money is always to be turned over, and it goes directly into a trust. And that's how they're paid out. They're paid out every year from the trust, very similar to what Chris said. So it goes to being intelligent about anything that you're doing. Back to what he was saying about that research and things like that nature.
Research everything, because like even when it comes to trust, people only think is revocable and irrevocable. It's way more trust than that.
Way more.
Look at
It's way more. And I say this: people hate this. People sometimes they don't want to spend money with an expert.
Right.
To me, the reason why someone goes to school and they're specific to a specific genre of whatever is because they're trying to be the expert in it, which means they don't have 5, 6, 7 things going down the line.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to an expert about trust. I don't want to just talk to someone who has a trust.
Right.
I trust you.
Absolutely not. So I mean, it goes to what your question is: how do you set yourself up for failure? Because you're not setting yourself up for success.
For success. There you go. Hey, Angelina says that so many people take falling as failures, but in reality, it's all lessons learned. Get back up.
Absolutely.
Go forward with the new knowledge of what not to do. That's how you're supposed to learn, and that's going to keep you from setting yourself up for failure.
Absolutely.
Also, a good plan ain't gonna hurt neither.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Come on, Mo. You're right.
Break it down, Mo. You gotta drop those gems. This is CEO nuggets, which means we all got gem drops. We drop those gems that help us all find success.
We only got to have an hour.
You cooking the nuggets though. You cooking the nuggets, making them edible, making them so that we can eat and feed off of those nuggets, and we can be fulfilled. We can be nourished. Okay, that's what she does. Okay, CEO of Life, Miss Rachel L. Gary. She does this every Thursday, y'all. Tell everybody how they can see you, Rachel.
Well, on my social media platforms, any platform you're looking for me is Rachel L. Gary. That's how you locate me. If you are looking for CEO Nuggets, I am here every Thursday with the Radio Hall of Fame, Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees, having a conversation that allows us to enlighten each other and enlighten others so you can have success in your life. You got to always set yourself up to be that CEO, clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction.
Owning your direction. Steve, you got something to say, man?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I'm learning. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Hey, Angelina says that skinning your knee doesn't mean it's over with. The game continues. That's
Absolutely.
Right. You're a punk if you let that take you off the game. All
Absolutely.
Right? You're a punk. I hurt my knee. Chris, what you say, man?
Hey man, you know I like Thursdays. If I'm here or if I'm not here, I go back and look at it, man. You know, fam, always dropping gems for everybody. Y'all, they need to take notes like Steven doing over there. Y'all need to take notes because everything she's saying is 100% facts and correct.
That's right.
It's the way to set yourself up for success.
The way to set yourself up for success.
And that coming from a man that loans money to Barack Obama.
Hey man,
hey G, could you edit that part out?
Yeah, I can edit it next week. Go ahead, Mom.
I was just going to say the thing I like about Rachel is her freaking energy is unbelievable.
Yes.
And the sister comes across. I always thought a deep thinker, when they want to tell you something, they sincere and they don't mind telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got with our sister right here. They don't mind giving you them nuggets. You know, most people
Oh,
want to
yeah.
keep that to themselves or to their chest. You can tell that's being real when you can give them that advice and you ain't worried about yourself because you know God got you took care of. But anyway,
That's
that's
transparency.
my piece.
That's transparency, man. Hey, shout out to Angelina Ayala Gary, okay? She dropped some gems too, okay? Angelina, where you at, man? Inbox me, man. Let's talk, all right? Seriously.
All right. That is my sister-in-law. That's that is my brother who passed away years ago. That's his wife.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's
all right.
that's my brother's wife. So that's my sister-in-law. She raised 8 kids. She did an awesome job. I mean, my nieces and nephews are awesome people. She is an awesome young lady, very knowledgeable. We have these conversations that you guys are hearing right now. I've been speaking like this for 25, 30 years because I always believe in how we find success is finding success together. Love, nothing but love for all of the hard work that she did after my brother passed away. Now we're at about to be 19 years. Sorry, it is 19 years.
Wow.
19 years.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. Yeah, Angelina, hey, lock in with us, man, for real. I wasn't trying to flirt. I was saying she got some gems herself. Okay, come through, hang out with us.
Absolutely. She'll have you guys on the show like Martha. Believe me, she's very knowledgeable about a lot of things.
That's what's up. We got you, man.
You have to surround you. You have to have people in your circle who match your energy.
Yeah,
that are uplifting.
Got to do that, okay? Which is like I echo what Mo says, okay? Your energy is tremendous, man, and I'll be glad when I get my energy back. God damn, this is killing me right here, man.
I will be glad when you get your energy back too. and I want to say on here right now, you supposed to call me. I am upset.
Uh-oh.
I knew it was coming.
And I'll tell you guys why I'm upset because I check on my people.
You do.
To me, when you care, you show up.
Yeah, she does that, y'all, for real. She checks on me all the time, okay? And y'all, Rachel, you've been knowing me for a while, but they've been knowing me longer. They know I don't call nobody back all the time.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Rachel, you didn't see us go, what, Greg? What? None of that.
I was just worried about him the very first day, and to me at the end of the day, as I said, people show up differently, and to me, I'm a person. If I feel that something is going on, I show up.
Yeah.
If I want to know something's going on, I call and ask. I'm not going to ask 5 other people. I'm going to ask the person to make sure they okay for real.
You do the same thing. Chris calls me too. It's like he'll watch a show even if he haven't been on it. He's like, bro, you all right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I got to make sure. But honestly, I'm still waiting for him to call me back on a conversation that we had in 1994. So.
Exactly.
Hey,
man, look.
Hey, I'm still waiting on a T-shirt and my daggone certificate from
Mo.
Hey, look.
Mo, it's funny you said that, Mo.
He had me. It's coming snail mail. It's a goose that flew in my house like 4 or 5 times.
It's funny you said that because before Gina left for her trip to Canada, I told her, I said, look, I'm going to put this in my car and make sure that when I go past the post office, I'm going to stop and put it in there, okay? Man, that certificate didn't even make it to my car yet, okay? I'm going to put it in there today.
No, I tell you guys this. I got a 7-day challenge. We need Greg to give us a 7-day challenge. It's about being consistent and commitment to your integrity.
Damn. Chris, you see how she doing me?
1, 2, and 3.
Hey, don't take this the wrong way, Rachel. And don't take this the wrong way, Greg, because this is my big brother, and I know him very well. Rachel, don't set him up for failure. Don't do that.
Don't. Set them up for success, not failure.
I'm trying 7 days. Let's start one day at a time.
Hey, my big bro, he got so much stuff going on. His mind be wondering way over the speed limit.
This mess right now is crazy, man. But anyway, man, look, in about 2 hours, if you're in Central, I'm talking to my Central people, okay? He'll Never Let Go will be on. The cast will be there. The directors, the filmmaker, Bobby Peoples and his wife, Renee, they're going to be there. Everybody, we get a chance to interact with these people. Make sure you got a separate way to watch it because it's on Tubi. And so we'll be on one platform, and then everybody gonna press play for Tubi at the same time. We're gonna enjoy this, and while the movie's going on, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Rachel, you gonna watch the movie?
What time?
9 o'clock Pacific, so Central Time it'll be not. No, I'm sorry, 7 o'clock Pacific. Central Time it'll be 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, that's an hour. I might make it.
Make it.
I get up at 4 a.m., guys. So
I know, right?
I definitely want to chime in on because I like the other movie that we were watching.
Yeah, you gotta go to Bobby and People's page. Go right as it's scrolling at the bottom. Go to that page. It'll be set up. Excuse me. It'll be set up, ready for us to watch and enjoy the movie. Steve, you going right?
Yeah, and that's on Facebook, the Facebook page.
Yeah, go to his Facebook page. Mo, you gonna be there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we all gonna be there. Gina, you gonna be there, right? Oh, she ain't here.
Hey, Gina was having a ball with Mary J.
Yeah, Gina missed all the words. She said all the words wrong. I heard her. She was singing Shanice songs to Mary J.
Like
She just thought she was in it. She thought she was doing something. Gina, quit fronting. Hey, Angelina said, I'm not finna show up without showing out. If I'm in it to win it. In my Jay-Z voice, focus, man. Who can do Jay-Z? I can't do. I used to be able to do it, but I can't do nothing else. Let's get it, y'all. We all got the brains. Let's use them to their full potential. Thank you, Angelina. We're gonna do that. We definitely gonna keep it 100 with that, man. For real. Make sure you all go. Bobby Peoples, click it, check it out. Okay. We love to end the week with some CEO nuggets. Thank you, Rachel, for coming through, hanging out with us, little sis.
You're welcome. So before I leave, I got to say, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You, CEOs. See y'all next Thursday right here on Dope Living TV.
And that's how we're going to end the show, okay? Go to the movie. Y'all go check it out. He'll never let go, all right? And this dude, we was going to end it right, but I didn't end it right, okay? So I still got to talk about it. That dude with the smirk, Lim, make sure you there, Lim, okay? Because we got some questions about that look. Why did you look at her like, and then she just looked away from you, all right? So we know the whole, we're telling the story of the movie right now just from the picture. But we're probably wrong. All right. But anyway, let's check it out. Shout out to Bobby Peoples. Thank you very much, sir, for allowing us to do that stuff. Okay, it's Dope Living TV Live, man. And we will see you guys Monday. Yeah, next week. All right. Have a great weekend. Watch the movie though, okay? Peace.
Peace.
That was the wrong one. That's why I blanked out and came on. Here's the right one.